Look, before we move on to United, just last thing on Arsenal. Obviously, the news came out this week. Edu's left the club. He's gone to the Nottingham Forest group. I don't know what it's called.
That fat owner.
When I heard about it, the only thing that I thought of is just probably is a bigger opportunity in terms of like the role. The role is bigger than what you currently have. So I think a lot of people are looking at it's just Nottingham Forest. And
He didn't leave for Forest though.
It's just not just leaving.
It's just
Forest.
simpletons though. We have to understand that. Football is for simple-minded people. Anyway.
Yeah, so it's much.
It's a shame to have.
It's a shame, but
because all people kept on saying it's Forest and all of
He didn't leave for Forest.
It's not for Forest. It's bigger than that.
The group has got 3 other football teams.
Yeah, and they hoping to get more. And they're open to get more. And I'm guessing from the reports is that they're trying to make him the face of it to run everything.
Exactly.
It's a massive opportunity for him.
And you can lead the expansion, all of that stuff. So,
But what does that leave Arsenal, and how do you feel about that? Him not wanting to finish the project he started off with, like Mikel, and how does that make you feel? Because he's done well to bring in a lot of these players.
100%.
A lot of the players that the top players, your first 11, he's done well, and even like the ones that he hasn't brought in, making sure that the right managers with the under like. Jack, and all that, making sure that they're looking after the ones that you're bringing people through the academy as well. So he has done a lot. So how do you feel about him leaving?
No, it's twofold for me. On a personal level, as a man, I have no issues with it. I have no issues with a better opportunity coming in. Definitely a better pay packet, because we tried to almost like times. I know I can't remember the figure, but we tried to offer him.
Yeah, apparently the report is you tried to offer him more, but he still said
way more than what he was on now. So on a personal level, if it's more exposure, more exposure, it's a bigger role with more cachet and more cash as well, then I don't begrudge him at all. Process or no process, leaving in November or not, as a man, if I'm him, I love Arsenal, but I'm going to die here. I have a family to feed.
With everything, you're trying to build your profile.
Exactly.
His role is not just I have a job, it's how far can I get in football in general. Can I get to the top jobs in football?
100%.
And to get those, you need to build your CV.
And we can't tie him down because he played for Arsenal and he's blah, blah, blah. We can't say his ceiling should be Arsenal. So for me, I don't begrudge him as a man. I wish him all the best in it. And then on the person for Arsenal, it's a big blow for because he has pretty much him and Mikel and obviously Kroenke, because they've bankrolled it, Josh and all them lot, have changed the face of our football club. From, like I said, I had to watch my team and I had to watch what's his name? What's that Greek centre half? Papadopoulos or whatever his name is. Had to watch him play centre half with Mustafi and David Luiz and Bellerin and Kolasinac and Lucas Torreira. I like Guendouzi. Let me not question Guendouzi. 72 million on Nicolas Pepe. So there's a lot of shit I had to watch in recent years until Edu came in, and slowly but surely the profile of player that we was getting was in line with, I can identify him as an Arsenal player. There was a big period of time when I couldn't identify the players that was coming through my club as Arsenal players. And Arsenal fans will know what that means. And obviously rival fans that have watched Arsenal intently can say, oh yeah, he looks like an Arsenal player. Like, think about it now. We look at Alexander Isak. And what's the first thing we think of?
Newcastle player.
No. He looks like an Arsenal player. You know what I'm saying? So I love. So in terms of what I mean by that is identity. He's bringing our identity back in terms of what we was bringing in, and obviously those hit and misses, and it's always gonna be hit and misses. You're a sporting director, technical director. You're not gonna hit all the time, but he hit with getting in Mikel. He hit with that because I think Mikel's a top manager, and then, like I said, the profile players that he was bringing in, and those are what's shaping us on these title charges. It's the players that we brought in, because a lot of them we brought in. So these Saka and Martinelli that you would say come from our academy and are a big part of our title runs that don't have to do with him. So for him, for me, it's just a big thank you for like bringing my club back. And it's not just him, so I don't want to just say it's Edu. But he had a big part to play with in terms of the managerial appointment of Mikel and the players that he's allowed Mikel to get. So for me, it's going to be a big blow. Whoever replaces him has big shoes to fill, because probably even bigger, because a lot of Arsenal fans feel like we're almost there and we just need that number 9 or we need that left wing up. We don't need 10, 11, 12 players now. We just need another 2 or 3, whether they're world class or on the cusp, of world class, or they're the next best talent coming through that you need to go and identify and bring to this football club. And we think, because it's not 100%, that we think that if you bring them in, we can go win those big honours. Instead of just challenging, we can actually win those big honours.
Yeah, and I think, it's probably harder for the next person that comes in because you're almost there. Yeah. Like, you can, if it doesn't happen this season, then even because
Edu's done the hard job.
Yeah.
He's got rid of the rubbish and he's brought in new talent.
Even if you don't get it this season, then it comes the next season. That's when it becomes a harder job because now, okay, we're close again, but we still need to identify the players to make us closer this time around to get over the hurdle.
And I've identified them. I can put my email address at the bottom. Just holler at me.
Apply for the job now.
It's true, I might,
Apply for the job.
Because I know the players. I've identified them.
Apply for the job. But yeah, in terms of the role, what do you think of how he will get on with like I don't know what they're called, but Forest Group?
From what he's seen, it looked like he'll be competent. So yeah, I can't say too much about it, but he looks like somebody that's got ambition and approaches football or this footballing business in a sensible way. So let's see where he gets.
Yeah. Good luck to him, man.
Good luck to him. All right, cool. Let's just move on to United. Our favorite club.